unfortunately.
It's Dyer's band now. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Dyer's turn to ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Radiant's band now. Radiant pick. Dire pick.
Grimstroke.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Dyer's turn to pick.
Time.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant pick.
10.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant's turn to pick.
Dusk.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Dire pick.
Dark Seer.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Dyer's band now.
Long through.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds. Radiant's turn to ban. 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Dire's ban now. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Dire's turn to pick. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant pick. Alchemist. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left.
Keeper of
Choose a hero or something. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left.
Gladiators, and there's no other way to say it. That game one was a stomp, Avery.
Yeah, that was a bit of a one exchange, but of course that's the nature of those lineups, right? I really don't think Nouns necessarily played that game that bad. I just think if a couple things go wrong, you fall behind. That's how that game's gonna go, right? There's no real stopping the ball once it gets rolling. And hey, they decided to give it back to him game two. So the confidence off the charts here for Nouns as they say, you know what? You can have the Chen again. You can have your push lineup. We're going to be able to combat it a lot better with some more outspam, some faster heroes, and hopefully as good a lanes. Because honestly, we were talking, those lanes didn't go that bad for now. Like, all things considered, it was an okay laning phase. They weren't ahead, but they didn't get run over. Yeah. It's just the speed at which those auras came out and the pace at which Ace ran down these objectives. Way too much for those heroes to combat, particularly Hector on the Terrorblade. So Spectre, I don't know if I was ever going to say this, but Spectre might be a little bit of a faster hero in all the metas we've seen. So
yeah, she's there now.
Hopefully Hector can get more
seconds. You want to be getting a kill somewhere.
30 seconds to battle.
And if Hector can join all these fights, especially the tower defenses,
we're not sticklers.
maybe they can get a bit more going. Particularly with the outspam they have. Coddle Darkseer can get the lanes in a lot more. It's not all on this Terrorblade shoving the wave. So now to come up with some ideas on how to combat Gaimin, who are basically running it back, right? This is a Chen 20 to 30 minute high ground lineup. No way around it. They want to dominate lanes, get out to a big lead, and go high ground with the Alchemist and a bunch of sustain behind him. Chen Alk always make appearance on the main stage. In fact, now I'm looking at this lineup.
The moment you've all been waiting
OG
for.
lineup through and through, right? Chen Alk with the tiny to boot, and a couple cheese heroes. What more do you need?
I think that's one thing about this lineup, though, for Gaimin Gladiators is I do feel like there's going to be more opportunity to play for pickoffs again. Right, Gaimin Gladiators, they did a really good job of like grouping up as 4 at some point in time, and it felt really hard for this Earth Spirit to be able to roll in and take like a full team fight against them. Here, you know, you've got the Lone Druid and Alchemist who are both going to be farming a decent amount, and we've got a Quintassel, which I don't know how you feel about that one. Leelas in game said Bronze Hero, calling out the fact that Quinn doesn't necessarily have the most experience with this.
I agree. I don't know if I've really ever seen him play it in a meaningful match where a lot's on the line. This is not Quinn's powerhouse. Generally the spirits, the mobility, the Pangolier, the cheesy heroes that win you a lot of MMR that you can spam 1,000 times in a row less crack. You know, Dazzle just hasn't been there for too long, so we'll see what he can do on it. But this is a pretty free matchup for Gunner as long as you keep blasting the waves out. And if you can get a fast Vessel in this game, it's a great Vessel game. You're looking at a lot of healing coming out from the side of Gaimin. You wish you had an Ancient Apparition, but that's the next best trick. Dueling Pop getting a lot of damage on Thoraccio early. exactly view Darkseer as a good tough combination, but I guess double the punch.
Yeah, if you manage to get the shard in, lock him in against the double ion shell, there's definitely opportunities to be able to kill this alchemist, though typically it means you're just pushing in the lanes. Oh, they're going to group up a little bit, face out of vision. Oh, this is an opportunity now for a turnaround. They hit him with the tag team, slow him down enough, but unfortunately they're just a little bit too far away on Layla's. They weren't able to capitalize on that, but at least it does mean Duraccio missed, I think, 1 CS there, took some damage, has to blow through some regen.
And the bigger thing is they're blocking up that small camp for Celery. Right. So you're limiting the Chen's really early options. You want to hopefully not get mana burn, purge creeps. Those just decimate the Darkseer. Bear kill on 7 HP.
Oh, we got him in the end. Got him with the stroke, so Ace loses that one. They get a healthy bit of gold for nouns.
That's really nice down here. These bears count for so much in the early game. Basically a hero kill, not better. And now if you do find any connection on Ace, that's gone for a long time.
I think this combo is really interesting. They do a 5-position Grimstroke, but maybe not the best laning phase power, but later on, you have this ability for Spectre to join in these fights anytime, 60 seconds, and you could globally just, be next to Spectre, put Inkswell on him, and have him jump onto some heroes. Pretty good amount of kill power in just those two.
It's also deceptive. You just don't expect the stun coming out from the Spectre when he haunts onto you. So the other big one's like the Bedlam combo with this hero. We're seeing it be developed a bit more, but yeah, I do like this combination. Double dagger in the fight's never bad either.
But are you going to be able to get out of lanes healthy enough and powerful enough to go around looking for those kills? Because right question. Now, it's not looking so hot. 7-1 in CS for K1 Hector.
Yeah, Gaimin definitely pulling ahead on the lanes here. Even mid is going a bit rougher for Gunnar than I would have expected. I mean, you have to rush boots in this matchup. You get to just push it out, but there's no small camps around mid anymore, which kind of hurts this hero's momentum. In a lot of the games I've seen Gunnar play it, this hero is slower than the ultimate mid-coddle patch that we saw. You can't really measure him up to that standard. Still, you're going to be looking for pretty fast bots into Vessel here. Will be bots first potential.
Well, Gunnar may have played this hero a number of times, as he alluded to. Not necessarily the best coddle mid-patch in the world, as Lilith and Moo trade a bit of damage here with Duraccio. This hero is not having a great time at the International. It's currently sitting at 28% win rate for the Keeper of the Light. Every single time I watch it, it looks kind of lackluster, Avery.
It's a hard hero to execute because you really need the items on time. You need to get the fights out of them. Otherwise, this hero is not doing much for you. A boulder almost killed his ogre frost.
Guys, put up a barricade.
But what was it random? Celery made the read there.
Killed.
Placed a ward to be able to see this rotation coming out from Grimstroke, Yamson.
Oh, we got another one. Okay, no worries here. Just double frost ogre made for the first 4 minutes.
See, they block in Celery, but the support is coming in. 3 versus 3. Celery is likely to die. Here's the Inkswell helps him in a spot, but that is first blood. 4.5 minutes in, we finally see first kill of the game. Tofu, he'll chase him away, but damage already being done. Does leave Spectre in a 1v1 against Lone Druid. I don't know if this is any better than the 1v2. Feels like there's no situation where K1 Hector is happy in this.
This matchup just plain sucks. There's no way around it. You're going to get bodied in the one-on-one. You have no ability to fight back, no innate regen. I guess you could go an early regen item on Spectre, but honestly, there's just not much in the meta that people are building towards. So it's another game of like betting on the lanes, but don't break and get that one fight. Man, this ice armor has done work top, but first blood for Moose. That's going to be pretty damn nice here for Nouns.
Trying for a kill here. The top lane. Stun off. Trying to block away Tofu, but he's close enough for the avalanche, and that's more than enough. Underneath the acid spray. 2 heroes hitting you and a neutral creep. Healthy amount of damage. Moon falls in his lane.
And this is where Gaimin are happy with the lane setup right now because they're getting solo XP on their 2 cores that really want it. The Alex doesn't need it as much because he can just go back to the jungle and kill the stacks later for the net worth gain. And they're getting kills for their Chen. So they're boosting Chen in this position where your ball is going to be crazy strong at that 8 to 10 minute mark going into these tier 1s already. It is shifting some of the onus back on Nouns in terms of who are you addressing in this laning phase? Because right now, all 3 of these cores
in here, pretty deep behind the tier 1 tower. Gonna toss away, but Gunner's a little bit low. Fortunately, he did heal himself up with that Illuminate Blast just in time. Now Quinn is here to help out. They're gonna be chased away. Gunner still trying to finish off Tofu, but the heals will be able to keep Tofu alive. No problem.
Hector getting rooted.
Oh, just perfectly timed for Ace. He even had the support coming in from the side. Wasn't necessary, but Celery was there to back up.
And it should just be a fast tower push on this little Drew lane, the way it's shaping up. Ace has also protected his catapult on this wave. Just benefit of that pull on the other side and the golds.
Yeah, killing that golem just gives you even more boulders to be thrown around.
Dark light.
A Blue Assassin on the main stage of TI. I bet you never would have thought you would have seen it. But the hero is here.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting so long for Avery to be able to talk about
the hero we've been waiting for. So many years in the making for this hero to return to Seattle, but it'll do some pushing damage here. Celery decides which side lane he wants to help. I mean, there's a toss of like, you actually need the Chen down here. Doesn't alone Drew push at all? Probably not.
This Vector's 4.5. I was going to say, like, okay, maybe he can get level 6 soon and, you know, participate in some kills around the map, but this Spectre's having a jungle already. K1 Hector is going to be very, very far behind for the next 20 minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
You have to combine this Darkseer and Caudle at some point. That's the big one. If you can get it around the tower defenses, I think those fights can go pretty well. They're a lot better than the last game draft setup-wise. And it's really unlikely Dyrachyo joins those very early pushes, right? In that Weaver game, he could join those fights, and like even if he dies, it's still a numbers advantage, it's still HP you have to get through. Here, it is kind of just the lone Druid and Dazzle with the Chen. The Tiny is, you know, giving you some team fight later on, but he's not too terrifying in these early fights. He doesn't wrap on you.
And Dyrachyo is able to brave defending this tower kind of by himself. He's got the Chen behind him, but that's because he's hit level 6 already. Nouns know it's a tough target to go for, so they're going to try and find something else here. Quinn, he's going to be caught trying to hit the jungle. Good Illuminate Blast flips him there on the side, and Quinn will die. Nouns do successfully find an opening, and they needed it real badly because these lanes are not going well for them at all.
Time to dissolve him and get some skirmishing done.
Nice toss back into the bear. If he gets a root, this is all but guaranteed to be a kill on Gunner. Doesn't even need the root. The damage is there to finish up with the blood grenade. Yamson's going to be slowed down with that diffuser blade. The inhibit going to work. Nice attempt there with the block in. Keeps the heroes out, even if the bear is still able to chase down Yamson a bit. Maybe even chase him enough down underneath the tower. No response from Nouns. They really just cannot seem to handle this army that's going to be pushing them down.
Yeah, out of nowhere, right? Ace, he took this bottom tower, rotates mid, has his next objective lined up, and everybody from Gaimin just connects to it. Really great pick off from the Dazzle, but it just gets them lingering a little too long, and all of a sudden, you get one Caudle Blast to defend this tower, and it's gone.
Radiant's middle tower
Don't even get any creeps off of that blast. I mean, we talked about behind stage after game 1. We said, you know, like this Chen, not sure if you could give that to Gaimin Gladiators. It does so much for them.
It is the best support in these types of lineups, and every time they get a game like this where it starts to away, it just looks scarier and scarier.
Wonder what idiot got it.
And Nouns, they may have thought they had a plan to be able to deal with that Chen, but unless that plan comes to fruition soon, they're going to be too far behind to be able to do anything to stop these pushes. They're getting a little bit low there. Not much. Nope.
Push continues. Ace, he wants all 3 towers by 10 minutes here. The last one will get defended, still full HP, so this is something that Nouns have to rally behind. The combinations online and going. And it is time for Hector. I mean, the upside of, you know, Ace making these rotations is, hey, your Spectre gets some free jungle time.
How free is it going to be, though? Because he's immediately going to jump over to join on this tiny kill. Good timing, because Ace was just threatening him there in the bottom lane. So not only does he get away from a gank, but he also gets to join in on a kill. And that is the power of the Spectre right now with this new Shadow Step.
I don't know if Hector even saw Ace down there. I'm pretty sure he was looking at the gank, but that was an absolute kill on the Spectre because the fusel's already done for the lone Druid here. So he quite literally dodged the bullet, gets a kill into a tower push. Pretty nice. And it's just about Gunner keeping the lane equilibrium. He'll rotate bottom to get the defense. So these tier 2s are going to be a bit harder to bring down, I think, for Gaimin, unless they get the big pickoffs. Because you can always sit Hector in these positions, and the upside of Spectre is he can make the fast plays. He's also hard to go on. Especially if you can get this Blade Mill out pretty fast. You can bait Gaimin onto your Spectre, take the fight with the Darkseer and Caudle, give you the damage from behind. And to me, it's all about this Vessel. Like, how fast can you get the fighting items on the Darkseer, but more importantly, this Vessel on Gunner give you the kill capability on all the sustain that Gaimin are outputting right now.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Yeah, if you throw in Shallow Grave on somebody, they're getting these heals, they get a hand of God. It's a huge amount of first heal. Oh, straight through the portal. There's going to be the follow here, though. The sun's going to follow in. Yancey joins in on this as well. thanks to the Spectre. They're able to kill
And the bear.
immediately and get the bear. Now they're going to be able to chase down Tofu on top of that one. So while Gaimin Gladiators thought they had the one up there, Tofu taking a quick pit stop to grab as many Lotuses. He knows he's dead, so might as well get what he can off the map.
That is a great pickoff for Nouns. We also talked about this, Inkswell Spectre, the Shell Spectre too, with this low duration on. It's a great shell target in these fights. You can even shell them before, the jump theoretically. That is going to be a lot of gold in the Hector pocket. The bear plus the kill plus the tiny. Basically for free. And I feel like already Hector's contributed more in this game than the last one. Didn't take much, but this is already helping your team so much, giving you a little extra boost here, particularly new. He's gotten most of these extra kills on the fights.
Slowed down quite heavily. K1 Hector is going absolutely nowhere. Sides back to the fountain, and his team is going to be too late here. They're making a smoke rotation. Might be able to get the punish.
You want to keep killing Ace while he doesn't have this ult. It's a big window when you can take this lone druid down without having to deal with the true form.
Blue is spotted. They slow down the bear. See if they can kill that instead. They also get the shard to block out Celery. So a support and a bear wouldn't be too bad, but they're only going to get the support out.
And a centaur and a little golem. Those count.
One last little golem.
You can see the rotation speed. The bod for Coddle is also enabling this. So you kind of have two global heroes, right?
Yeah.
Another tool you can use to combat these pushes, just don't let Gaming group up because you're constantly taking small fights on these lanes.
Screwed on Quinn. It's going to be dangerous for Hector. Quinn opting not to chase him down. Kick Hector back out of lane for a little bit. He's so far forward.
Quinn's been quiet this game compared to the last one. He's gobbling up runes, he's farming on the dazzle. It's just a different hero, different playstyle. That Ag's inverse Shadow Wave, it's coming. Gonna hit hard. This is a very powerful time for the hero. You of course can ultra scale into the late game, becoming Tinker 2.0 with Arcane Blade. Maybe some hidden scale for gaming if they really need it up the sleeve, but this is all about the timing push. Again, looking for the pickoff, trying to slow it down. Wells will attempt to connect, or maybe just why not?
Take what they can. Nouns, they gotta find these pickoffs because you know what's coming. Gaimin Gladiators have an Alchemist farming away. They almost have the Aghanim Scepter like we talked about on the Dazzle. Lone Druid's getting bigger.
Yeah,
you can get these pickoffs with the Shadow Staff, but what happens when they get 5-man and they're ready to go?
Yeah, we haven't really touched on Taracho. I mean, there's a good reason why he hasn't had to do anything. And that means he has had an absolutely free Alchemist game. He is Omega fat here. It's going to be almost 60-minute BKB on top of Radiant Space Boots with sustain to back him up. That's when that early Alch BKB feels the best because you guarantee you can take the fight. Punish them with your overwhelming net worth here. Back through the gate once more.
Quinn already teleporting away. Not going to be caught by this rotation.
Do a little smoke farming. Nothing else. Continuing to try and control the side lanes, create the space for Hector.
Take a little pit stops here and there while they're smoked up. Farm up these camps.
Didn't see anything.
Still nobody showing up though on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. They're doing a great job of dodging these rotations of Nouns, understanding that they're timing it later. Rush for things.
Honestly, I like the Octarine Rush on Moo as well. Just anything that gives you lower cooldowns, more uptime on the map, and helps you shove these lanes out faster is going to feel good right now. You just want to get to that mid-game teamfight where Darkseer, Hector, Grim, it's no joke, right? Especially when you throw Chakra Manas out on all these heroes, reducing cooldowns even more. It's a lot to deal with if you can't just sit there on the front line with your beaky timing. Which is what Gaimin are aiming to strike with here. And that's a big question. What do you do versus the Alch BKB here with this type of lineup? You have Tusk Physical Burst, and you have Spectre can come in with a little bit, but otherwise Dyrachyo should be pretty untouchable. Especially with Brave behind
middle tower is under attack.
Even worse, right? You really want to find the backline here if you're Nouns. Find the backline, force a collapse, get a big vacuum, and yeah, if you ever find Ace before that ult comes out, you're going to be really happy.
Do you think that means that, like, in order to actually literally see the backline so your Spectre can jump, does it require somebody to get in there? Do you think like Boo is going to join in with the Tusk in like some sort of Blink Dagger initiation, or do you think he just goes more for like these aura items and try and combat Gaimin Gladiators, who are obviously going to be sticking to that same game plan we saw in game 1?
I think you're looking at auras here. I mean, Blink is going to be really nice later in the game, but you know the fight's coming to you. I think traditionally you just go for the correct angle, right? Get smokes, get flanks going, find the backline by just wrapping, and Hector will automatically connect. And it's going to be a Radiance for him as well. So we'll see if he can have more impact with it than that Radiance from last game, which just got mega delayed, right? It's a risky item to go for here. It's a lot of gold to build up. A lot can happen in that interval where you don't have a fighting item coming out. But if you get there unscathed, it's going to pay off. It's a very good Radiance team to go in and start burning people.
Wrong.
See the farm build up between Tarancio and K1 Hector.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little unfair. You know.
The GPM is going to be obviously massively outmatched, but you can see there's just a lot more space for CS for the Alchemist.
And BKB is already done, and they're instantly smoking down. Tarancio wants to put it to use.
And he's going to go straight for the Spectre, straight for the enemy carry. X-Wells quickly dispels that stun.
Yeah,
good idea
rush.
from Yamsin to rush that shard.
He's pretty valuable this game.
Meanwhile, on lane, Move trying to get out. The shard blocking him in. Oh no, Lelas, that wasn't what he wanted to have happen. Move, he's desperately going to try and throw out a vacuum, but there's nothing to actually get off of that vacuum. The Spectre leaves. K1 Hector's like, you guys are supposed to be setting up for kills for me to be able to collect on, but nothing to actually get.
Global dagger. Good hit. Oh, light, honestly. Either way, a failed gate. True form goes off, and a window here. Blink on Tofu as well means that all these pushes, all these fights are a little more dangerous. You get caught. Now it's got caught last game. It's gonna crumble really fast around these towers. Aggressive TP bottom for Moo when he knows they were moving here. He's tanky. I don't know if he's this tanky though.
Round to tier 2. Is his team going to try to defend him here? The Surge is going to be running out, and Quinn might just be able to catch up to him. Another round, though. Thanks to the Octarine, Surge is near permanent uptime for Moo.
What the?
No blink on Tarancio yet, though he'll buy it out now.
It needs a hand scanning.
Going to be multiple jumps from Gaimin. Just try and take the fight before nouns are set up. One or two of these heroes go down. You're just looking at a very fast high ground again. Margin for error very thin
Radiant's
here.
bottom tower is under attack.
You have that vessel up on Gunner. It's been up for a little bit here. He has double charge. This is generally where that Coddle would want to be taking the fights or finding big core pickoffs on the map. The downside in this type of game for the Coddle is he's great at dealing with the lanes, but Gaimin are not going to split. So you're not going to find this like global pickoff presence between the Spectre and the Coddle. It's just going to be 5-man down a lane. At 18.5 minutes, they said the last game was fast. This one, it's going to be even faster. If you have the answer.
And frankly, it doesn't look like nouns are ready for it. No Crimson Guard just yet on the Darkseer. We can do a lot to be able to dissuade this threat of the Bear. Gunner's trying to stop him, but the damage just keeps on chipping away from the Lone Druid. He's going to take that tower without much really needed from him. All in, that's pretty nice. And they take advantage of it, though. He's still trying to go for that Bear. Toss back from Tofu, catching the Coddle. That's just what they needed to really ensure they could take this tier 3 without much fuss. In fact, they're actually just blinking in boldly, seeing what's up, getting some information down, and they're going to hit Bears now.
Where's your damage? The damage test has returned around 2. You're once again just found lacking, right?
Well, no, and put him inside the snowball. That allowed Moo to be able to get back, but the Bear is saved by the Shallow Grave. Even if they get the damage, go through all this HP, they still can't get there. Tarancio is going to clean up at least Yamsin, while the others limp back to the fountain, barely alive. A lane of barracks before the 20-minute marker. Gaimin Gladiators, they are not messing around here. They are kicking nouns out of this tournament in record speed.
They are looking for the lower bracket for sure at this point. Another toss back. Hector, you got a play bail.
Nowhere, nobody will be able to bail him out. They'll take him down eventually. Harpoon pulling back in. Move, gonna be in some trouble. Knock up in the air. Once again, a snowball save is there, but this time around he can't reset. Gets up back in the last second, but there's no damage to follow it up. Gaimin Gladiators are extremely healthy. They've got the Shen heals. They've got the constant Dazzle heals. He's sitting at 500 HP constantly, but there's nobody to actually jump him. Nobody to punish him. They see all of these moves from nouns coming a mile away.
They also have double purge creep on Celery. These Satyr Banishers. They remove the vessel, they remove the shells. All this damage that's supposed to come out from the Coddle and the Darkseer, it doesn't exist when these Banishers are on the back line. he even has the magic resistance aura, so these heroes are incredibly tanky at this point in the game, and the spells that you were supposed to have to deal with them just don't even exist.
I feel like I've never seen this in this current patch. In this current meta, a lane of barracks down before you actually take Roshan. Every team is going, they play it slow and methodically and is saying, let's get the Tormentor, let's get the Roshan, let's build up our advantage, let's get a 20k net worth lead. Well, Gaimin Gladiators get a 20k net worth by taking away your buildings, taking that lane of barracks. And now, they're living on a prayer at this point in time. That's all they really got to them.
Who needs Roshan when you don't die the first time?
Yeah.
All these cores really invincible right now. Search for answers, and they will take the Roshan. At this point, give the agent to the batter banisher. Might be the best choice.
Keep him alive at all costs. Protect him.
This might be the only silver unit that might be the most valuable in a way.
His middle tower looks
It'll
to be
be a DD rune, and BKB almost completed for Quinn. And this is also where Lone Druid just... He's a really strong hero at this point in the game. If you get over this, I think we've seen a lot of Lone Druids struggle to scale in the current meta. I think the hero can fall off very hard. But right now, with Diffusal Harpoon, which has generally been the meta build, that is when this hero peaks. So not only are you pushing very fast at 20 minutes, you're utilizing a hero that has struggled for a lot of other teams. And what do you do if the game just gets prolonged, right? Yep. Move, still looking for that Crimson Guard, perhaps the biggest item in keeping their heroes in the fight, being able to take it. Pickoff would be a godsend right now. The shield rune might prevent it.
That's going to be a problem, but maybe they can kill Tofu instead. Pretty fast elimination there, but Quinn is now going to be joining in with the double damage. They really got to watch out for that one. K1 Hector,
no man's land.
He's stuck. Nowhere he can really go. They thought they could chase for more, but guess again, Duracio's here now to be able to get more pickoffs. Lula's going to die next.
Hello, this is
Dead
Gabe.
on the side of Nouns. A push that's on its way. Do they want to take the time to take these top towers or just take another lane of barracks? Honestly, the world is entirely open for Gaimin Gladiators. And it's not like they're going to scale down anytime soon. There's no threat of this lineup running out of steam. It's only going to get stronger in these next 10 to 15 minutes.
AC completed for Duraccio, so now you're getting some minus armor synergy with the Bear, with the Dazzle, with Juju coming through. Shadow Waves are going to hurt. It will be the BKB completed for Quinn, and damn, that is a lot of building. It will also be the Crimson completed for me. So this is like your big ore item that's supposed to help you take these tower fights, get you back in this game. It has to happen now. There is no more breathing room. This is a final push. This is a push to eliminate you from TI right here, right now. You need a massive vacuum. You need a combination. You need to lock him in the shards, get an ink swell going.
And Gaimin Gladiators are showing no signs of slipping up. Look at their formation. All 5 heroes far away from the high ground and letting the Bear do its work at max distance.
And again, Soulbind vessels just instantly getting purged off the back line. There is no initiation power from this Keeper of the Light. It all has to come from Moo, and well as getting on the front line right now. Wall the Bear. Looking for the back end.
They're trying so hard, but he keeps him away with the avalanche move. Doesn't get that initiated.
We got 4.
Oh, maybe does. Any follow-up to that? The blast goes out. Now Leela's trying to jump in, but they're also camp healthy. They're all grouped up, yes, but the Shadow Wave just instantly full heals them all.
Got 1 Bear out of it, so resummon from Ace.
Yeah, if they can actually get back to the fountain somehow, but K1 Hector, he's going to be slowed down. Not Gaimin Gladiators to worry about. They're going to get the toss back and finish them off that way, while taking the buildings in style. Gaimin Gladiators, they're ending this one right now with 40 seconds left on the enemy carry. Not that he's much of a factor, to be honest. The Harpoon pulls him right back in. No force snap out of this one. Gaimin Gladiators have all the answers to Nouns. They are giving them absolutely no room. They didn't just choke him out. They knocked him out in 1 punch.
This was pretty much a slaughter. I mean, there's just no fight back. Way too fast, way too quick out of the gate. Every objective down again by 25 minutes here. You're going to have a found defense, but of course, Tiny's not only going to toss you back, he's going to toss you straight out of the tournament. And Nouns will be defeated in a swift 2-0 as Gaming show why they are still one of, if not the best team in the world over the course of the year.
And they do it their way too. They do it with a strategy that not many are employing, and they put it to really good work to Nouns here. I mean, you've got to be able to come up with better answers against this push strategy the Gaimin Gladiators is running with. And Nouns, they thought they had it, but it proves when push comes to shove, the push certainly wins.
But hey, I mean, this is a team